This summer, I'm sharing my adventures across the Swiss Alps, and today we get the pleasure of hiking through the stunning valley of Lauterbrunnen. Previously, we explored the beautiful sights of Interlaken, Lake Breens and Grindelwald.
I can't linger too long because there's a queue.
And today we continue our 150-kilometre journey through the mountains with the end goal to reach the Matterhorn, the most striking mountain in Switzerland.
There she is. We're so close now.
Later in this series, I'll also be sharing all of the highlights from not just the hiking, but all of the villages and adventures that we experience along the way. So subscribe and come along for this next level adventure as we enjoy a summer in Switzerland together.
Good morning, everybody. And look, I'll just get straight to the point. I can't actually believe my eyes. This view that I'm just currently enjoying with the church cat. You're so lovely and warm and soft, aren't you? And you live here. This cat has no idea just how lucky she is. Today's hike involves downhill into Lauterbrunnen itself, which is that famous Instagram beautiful location, scenic city basically in the Alps, down there with that waterfall that comes out of the side of the mountain. And even though it's in the misty clouds right now, it looks like it'll be a great little trek down there. From there we're going to trek up to a town called Murren, and then we're going to take a cable car just the last little bit to our hostel, which is actually up on the ridge somewhere in a place called Gimmelwald. A long day.
Yeah, actually, when I sat here on this park bench admiring the view, I thought to myself, let me actually change things around. Let me book a couple of nights down in Lauterbrunnen Valley itself. This would not only break up the hike into 2 separate days, but also just give me a little bit of time to recover from my man flu.
There's views and then there's views. I feel like that's a saying here in Switzerland. I've been meeting a lot of tourists, Americans, Canadians, Europeans. People say, you know, where I come from, we got beautiful mountains too, but nothing compares to this. Okay then, so there's been an immediate, hilarious change of plans. And there are moments in your life where you start to think, am I getting old? Am I getting old? Am I too old for this? And this was one of them. So I'm literally just left the outskirts of Wengen and we're heading down the trail to Lauterbrunnen, and then we're going to go past the waterfalls and up to the valley and stay up to the mountain. And so I just told you I'd booked the place. I booked a hostel for 3 nights, starting tomorrow down there in the valley. And I had it all worked out in my head. I was gonna use that. I'll let you see the view while I'm explaining. I was gonna use that 3 nights to get over my man flu, do a little bit of admin work, and it was cheap, and I was gonna make some friends. But no, because they've just messaged me. They said, please review our age booking policy. No hello, thank you for the booking, just straight to the point. So I was like, oh, what's happened here? So I check, and they have a 18 to 35-year-old age booking limit window, whatever you want to call it. So I wrote back saying, oh, hi, sorry, I didn't see that. I'm 37. I stay in hostels all the time. I'm a young guy. I'm hiking through the Swiss Alps. Is that okay? Because here's the thing, like, I kind of understand where they're coming from, because I've stayed in a few hostels already on this trip, and it's full of families, you know, because Switzerland's expensive, and when you start searching for accommodation, hotels are $100 to $300 a night minimum. Hostels can be anywhere from $30 to $50 a night. So if you've got a family, put yourself in a family room or in a private room. Or I've even seen, like, people checking into dorm rooms, right? And that is just that, okay, that is too much. There should be rules on that. And so I think they're countering that by saying you have to be 18 to 35 years old. But like, I'm not an old fart. I don't have kids. I'm a backpacker. I'm just 16 months older than 35 years old. And so I wrote them a nice message saying, is that going to be okay? And they just wrote back saying, to the point, cancel your booking. So I've done that. I've cancelled the booking. So instead of spending 3 nights down in the valley, we're just going to walk through the valley, stay up and above it in another hostel that doesn't have this weird rule. It's not weird. It's just me getting old. And then we're not going to spend 3 nights in this valley because, well, we might do. We'll see if there's other accommodations later. But I kind of had my heart set on it. It was cheap. It's in a beautiful place. But I'm too old. I'm 16 months too old to stay in a youth hostel in Switzerland. And I'm bitter and angry about that. Too old to be in a hostel. Seriously.
Als ich angefangen habe, habe ich die Klinge gewonnen. Ein Bildschirm, der noch mal durchhält.
Wow. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, the way the white wispy clouds have cleared thanks to the sun showing its face, which was not on the forecast today. The way the water is just falling down and spraying against the huge cliff granite surface, and then down into the luscious green valleys where Lauterbrunnen is, and that's where we're headed, obviously. This whole valley is just dramatic and easily the most scenic, easily the most beautiful thing we've seen on this trip so far. Grindelwald, Lake Breens, they were beautiful. It's all been beautiful. But this valley, whew, it's hard to beat that. If you think about doing this hike, I mean, going down's pretty easy, obviously. But coming up would be a killer, because from Lauterbrunnen up to Wengen, whew, you'd have to be doing 100 of these switchbacks, and they're super steep. And there's probably, no joke, 50. You can see the switchback, switchback, switchback. And it's been like that now for about half an hour, and I'm coming down. So the few people that I've seen coming up are puffing and huffing, and I'm not surprised. Maybe get the train up and hike down, if I were you. Are you winding me up? You know, it's important to savor moments like this. Not everywhere you travel is this beautiful, you know? All those long flights, trains, nights with fever in the hostel. Those moments seem to last so long, and these moments seem to last so short. So shut up and enjoy them.
I think this is the perfect time to mention that if you'd like to come to this exact valley and come hiking around the Swiss Alps with me next summer in 2024, I'm hosting a group trip to the Swiss Alps, and all of the information is linked below and in the pinned comment. Places are limited and first come, first serve, so yeah, just if you're interested, take a look at the information below.
You know, now I've come out and the sun's out and I've got the fresh air in my lungs. I feel much better. All right, we're nearly there now. You can see there's the town. And there's the church clock tower. And behind that, a little zigzag path up to the waterfall itself. That would be nice. Let's go check out the waterfall and the town. See if we can get some lunch before we head down into the valley and up into the mountains again, because that's where we'll be staying tonight. That was a fun, easy 4-kilometer downhill. It'll be tough going up. Okay, so after that lunch, I'm recharged and ready to go, except there's a bit of a problem. My friend Carl Watson, aka the executive producer of this series, he's given me a big document with all his recommendations, and he said, you know, to get to where I'm going, we could just walk through the beautiful valley, but he says it's quite flat, and he says it's beautiful, but it's better to go up via the cable car and walk along the higher mountain pass. However, unfortunately, the cable car's not running today. It's under maintenance. So we can't take the scenic high route. We're gonna have to just take the low valley road. That's a good idea. So these farmers, who are quite close to the center of town, they have a card machine and a box to put cash in, and they're selling their own dairy products, fresh milk and fresh cheese made here on the farm. And as tourists are walking up and down, they're thinking, yeah, I'll try that. And then I've just seen this woman using her card, and then she opened the fridge and took some pieces of cheese out. Talk about getting it from the source. And that farmer, that was a smart move. This will probably be the last time we see it because we're heading down into the valley. Bye-bye, beautiful waterfall. Bye-bye, beautiful town. Up on the mountain behind up there, there's Wengen. That's where we stayed this morning. That's where we were this morning. We've come all the way down. Beautiful. And the sun's come out. I still can't get over the weather. Right then, another 45 minutes down the valley. They have people coming down doing skydiving, just landing in this field behind me. They must fly right up there and then, wow, they must get the most amazing view. Actually, look, there's another one coming down in the valley now. I might have to see how much that costs because that would be next level. Stay tuned for a future video. Maybe we'll do it, maybe. After the hike, we'll come back. Okay, we made it down to the bottom of the valley and we're gonna get this cable car, which I've just missed, up to Gimmelwald, which is where our hostel is. Okay, welcome to Gimmelwald. This is where our hostel is. We just came down from here in the valley up to Gimmelwald, 1,300 meters. And this is the town here. You can get the cable car straight again over to Murren, but we're not going to do that. We're in this town. That was easy. There's the cable car. There's my hostel. I didn't realize it was that close. Holy moly, I can't wait to see what the view's like from the hostel beer garden. Okay, cool. So you know when you just get a vibe? This place is a vibe. So I had 1 night booked, but I'm gonna stay 2. Thankfully they had another room. I just want to take a day just to fully try and get over this man flu. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, and you want to watch the next one, then just click right here. And if you've enjoyed the video, hit like, hit subscribe, it helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one right now. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.